Financial markets in Europe and the US could be in for another rough day after a key EU meeting in Brussels failed to produce a breakthrough in the debt crisis. Leaders appeared to move toward the use of so-called project bonds to help boost growth, while moving away from euro bonds or jointly issued debt. Speaking afterwards, the European Council President said growth has always been a priority.
The new French president strode in without Germany's Angela Merkel by his side. The Franco-German alliance that's been so evident of late has shifted. They dined and debated into the early hours. The mission not to find a solution yet, but to discuss areas of agreement on how to get Europe's economy growing again. Perhaps the key message that came through from this summit is that it isn't a case of austerity, reducing government debt on the one hand, or economic growth on the other. Both are needed. Easy enough, though, for leaders here to say, but they're still struggling to find a way of combining the two. Indeed, as Britain's David Cameron left, he signalled how hard finding agreement on some areas would be.
There were good innovative ideas that can help growth in Europe, but frankly there were some bad ideas too. A financial transactions tax is a bad idea. It would put up the costs of people's insurance, put up the costs of people's pensions, it would cost many, many jobs, and it would make Europe less competitive, and I'll fight it all the way.
A clear sign of disagreement with France. President Hollande believes a tax on financial transactions could provide revenue to boost growth. He's also keen on the Eurozone being able to borrow money through the bond markets as a group of 17, rather than individually, as happens now.
I respect
Mrs. Merkel's point of view when she says Eurobonds are not an instrument of growth in themselves. It's a tool that could, under certain conditions, lead to growth. So it's an ongoing debate. It couldn't be concluded here, and no one thought it would be.
That won't fly with Germany, nor with others who believe for now it is unworkable. As for Greece,
we
want Greece to stay in the euro, but we insist that Greece sticks to commitments that it has agreed to, that the Memorandum of Understanding is fulfilled.
Concrete proposals weren't expected. They'll come later in a June summit. But Greece has the potential to derail all that they are working towards.